Hello, I'm Maddy Harland. I'm with Chris Evans from the Himalayan Permaculture Centre, who has been working in Nepal with regenerative or agriculture, permaculture, community development, a whole array of interests and pioneering work. And he's been there since 1985. Can you tell me a little bit about what's been happening out there in the last couple of years?
Last couple of years only.
Only?
But okay, well, I could expand it to 7 years.
Okay, that's good.
So 7 years since the Himalayan Permaculture Centre started, and we've been on kind of a designed phase-wise strategic plan. We've just finished the third phase and we're about to go into the fourth phase, which will take us up to 10 years from the start, not 10 years from now, but so a further 3 years. Basically we've been building, so the project overall is called Building Community Resilience. And we've moved from soil building and farming practices and a lot of techniques around sort of whole village design, and so building up the infrastructure for that, which is soil, biomass, biodiversity, managing water resources, all the building blocks basically. Move through the farming systems to diversify and improve productivity, but also decrease cost in terms of labour, health, better health, meaning less time lost to illness, etc. And now we're in the phase of, okay, what do we do with that productivity? So it's about processing and increasing value, and finally marketing and finance, I suppose, which is where you start to recycle or have an output that you can recycle back into the local economy and ecology.
So tell me some basic stuff. So what is the basic techniques that you help bring into the area as best practice?
Yeah, we have techniques around a range of areas, or what in development speak are called silos. So the first is food security, or what I now call food sovereignty. I think it's a better word. So everything farming, and that includes composting, nurseries, agroforestry, building soil fertility, crop diversification, and demonstration and training in those lots of different techniques. Then we also work in health, because it's all related. Healthy land is healthy people is healthy economy, etc. And so we focus on women's health, because women do most of the work and probably suffer most of the disadvantages that are present. But yeah, drinking water and preventative health, so again health through nutrition and hygiene and diet. The third area is then education, and we work both with schools and also adult education. And the fourth area is then what we call livelihoods. So that's what we're focusing on at the moment, is how you process the sort of products that farmers are generating. And that includes beekeeping and textiles like nettle cloth and cotton, and various activities that are based on locally produced resources. There is then capacity building, which is basically enabling the village groups that we work with, and we work directly with 32 villages, around about 5,000 people. So the capacity of those villages to manage like the first 4 silos. So the 5th silo is the capacity building, and that enables them to manage themselves, manage their own economies and their own practical work, but also, interestingly, managing the expansion of the program, because obviously we want to expand and take over the world. But there's a strategic way of doing that. That means we don't have to do it all as an organisation, but the villagers are then responsible for passing on the knowledge, the practice, the experience that they learn.
So you're training people at a very grassroots level. And who are we?
Well, we is the Himalayan Permaculture
Yeah.
Centre. So which is otherwise, apart from myself, made up of local
people.
farmers, ex-farmers, or part-time farmers in the working areas.
So you're disseminating out from the 5 villages, 32 villages,
Yeah.
5,000 people,
Yeah.
out and further.
Yeah, we get lots of requests from other villages. So I think Fukuoka called particularly India, but also Nepal, land of 1 million villages. So lots and lots of villages, and we only work in 32 of them. There are many, many more even in the locality, and often they're saying, "Oh, we want to join, we want to do this and do that," and we don't want to just increase the number of villages that we work with because it becomes administratively challenging. We want to spend our time on innovation and practice rather than management of other people doing things.
And the people that are asking you to come and share the skills, what are they looking in and seeing from the outside?
Well, that's where you see the value of the strategies that we have, and the first is demonstration. So as long as you've got something on the land that other people can see, they will obviously see it. It's visible, and so they come and see, or they're passing through, or they have relations in the area, and they visit and they see agroforestry, they see fruit nurseries, they see the different activities, and they say, "Oh, we want to do that," or they have particular interest in particular. Maybe it's the rice growing techniques, or composting, or beekeeping. So they can choose out of a whole range of different things, or they can take a whole package. But either way, even if they start with just one thing, they'll eventually it's like an entry point, and they'll eventually get the whole package, because that's what permaculture looks at. It's a whole systems approach.
And so if people want to learn more, find out more, where do they go?
There is a website, it's called Himalayan Permaculture, all one word, .com. They have a Himalayan Permaculture Centre, has a Facebook page, so we can be contacted through that.
And if people in the UK want to learn more about permaculture, where do they come? To your place?
We have our own place in Herefordshire. It's called Applewood, and the website is applewoodcourses.com. So stuff that's relative to Britain, the UK in particular is there.
Thanks very much, Chris. Welcome. Thank you.